When something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. I think we are at the dawn of a new era in commercial space exploration. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. If we drive down the cost of transportation in space, we can do great things. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness, to make sure it continues into the future. If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety, and obviously something we should do. In order to have your voice be heard in Washington, you have to make some little contribution. I tend to approach things from a physics framework, and physics teaches you to reason from first principles, rather than by analogy. I will never be happy without having someone. Going to sleep alone kills me. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Mars is the only place in the solar system where it's possible for life to become multiplanetarian. If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy. Tesla is here to stay and keep fighting for the electric car revolution. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. I think life on Earth must be about more than just solving problems. It's got to be something inspiring, even if it is vicarious. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I think you should always bear in mind that entropy is not on your side. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. I'm a Silicon Valley guy. I just think people from Silicon Valley can do anything. I do love email. Wherever possible, I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email. Man has the power to act as his own destroyer, and that is the way he has acted through most of his history. The reason we should do a carbon tax is because it's the right thing to do. It's Economics 101 elementary stuff. I've been to Disneyland like 10 times. I'm getting really tired of Disneyland. Over time, I think we will probably see a closer merger of biological intelligence and digital intelligence. If you think back to the beginning of cell phones, laptops, or really any new technology, it's always expensive. Land on Mars, a round-trip ticket, $500,000. It can be done. I'm reasonably optimistic about the future, especially the future of the United States for the century at least. The United States is definitely ahead in culture of innovation. If someone wants to accomplish great things, there is no better place than the US. Physics is really figuring out how to discover new things that are counterintuitive, like quantum mechanics. It's really counterintuitive. I'm personally a moderate and a registered independent, so I'm not strongly Democratic or strongly Republican. My opinion is it's a bridge too far to go to fully autonomous cars. I wish we could be private with Tesla. It actually makes us less efficient to be a public company.